Name a more iconic duo then.
A twink.
And a redhead.
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 Hi, you guys.
Hi! It's Grant and Ash.
Welcome back to the second episode of A Twink and a Redhead, the podcast. You guys, Ashley did something putrid before he started recording.
No, I didn't. You're
Yes,
literally
you did.
lying because it was Grant that did it. And he's trying to say it was me because he's a fake person.
Wait, that's crazy, though, to think about what you're doing right now.
What am I doing?
Gaslighting.
Oh, and now he's going to turn it back on me.
Oh, my God.
That's actually classic.
And you know, it's Pride. Not us dating the podcast. I was going to say it's Pride Month.
It was Pride Month 7 weeks ago. But it's always Pride Month in our apartment.
No, it wasn't Pride. It's not Pride Month. It's July something right now, you guys. Like we don't. One thing about us is we don't film like in advance. Like we're not those kind of podcasters who, like, we're gonna record like all these at one time and like change our shirts.
We're in the moment.
Speaking of which, look at my shirt.
Oh my God! So guys, I got Grant this shirt for his birthday. It says, "Life is a highway, and I want to drive over the guardrails." And
there's an image
with Lightning McQueen, and he has X's on his eyes to insinuate that he's dead and he's on fire.
He's a little beat up. He like totally crashed.
Yeah, he definitely has been injured in this collision of some sort. But Grant and I, there were a few weeks ago, I could not stop playing "Life is a Highway" by Rascal Flatts. I literally was like, this song. Like the pen that wrote these lyrics was dipped in like this divine power from the gods above. Like it was magical.
It is. Life is a highway. Hey, I wanna ride it all night long.
And when I get obsessed with something, like it consumes me to the point where I was commenting on Rascal Flatts Instagram and I was just saying like, I fucking love you guys. I was one of 4 comments on one of their posts and I just said, I fucking love you guys. And then I said, can you guys please go on tour? Like
please go on
in that
tour.
moment when I was obsessed with that song, I think I was prepared to pay like $2,000 for front row seats to Rascal Flatts.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
The serotonin.
The thing is, I don't know any other Rascal songs. I don't know if Rascal is his name, if it's the band.
Is his last name Flat? Is he flat? Like we don't know what that means.
I have no idea.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
I would pay $2,000 just to walk in at like probably this is during the encore. Walk in at the end, hear "Life is a Highway." I'd walk right the fuck out.
Paid $2,000, but who cares?
$2,000 experience right there.
Yep.
It's such a good song.
It's such a good song. If you
song.
haven't fucking heard it, what the fuck are you doing?
Stop what you're doing. Don't listen to this shit. Go on your favorite. Go on Spotify and type in "Life is a Highway" by Rascal Flatts, and you will literally transcend to the universe above. Like you're gonna fucking eat that shit up.
Yeah. It's a gay anthem as well, I would say.
It's an anthem for any.
It's an anthem for everyone.
Person, any identity can relate to. "Life is a Highway."
One thing about us,
even Cars. That's the thing about it.
The thing we also don't know is was that song written for Cars the movie or was it already out?
Well, okay, so I have 2 thoughts. They watched the movie Cars. They were asked to pen the like main song for the soundtrack, and they were like Cars, and they wrote "Life is a Highway." Or
it was already a
Disney,
thing.
Pixar was like, there's this great song by Rascal Flatts, "Life's a Highway." We're going to use it for our movie.
Yeah.
I kind of think it was the latter.
I feel like it was the latter. I feel like I knew
that
song
wrote
before.
It, but that Cars brought it to the mainstream.
Cars brought it to life, quite frankly.
I mean, when I listen to that song, I think I'm Lightning McQueen gliding
down Route 66.
What
Radiator
a hot
Springs.
car.
Let's just
who was hot in that movie?
Mater.
The sheriff, Doc.
Who used to be a former racer.
Hot.
Yeah.
Silver fox.
Yeah. Mater
I'm not into that.
he was dirty.
He was dirty.
Mater unfortunately had body odor.
I was gonna say that man was not wearing deodorant.
No, and it's so annoying because he also is one of those people who's like unaware. Like
he's the type of person who puts cologne over themselves to cover up the smell of their body odor, but it does not work. That's not the same.
And it's Axe.
Yeah,
it's Axe body spray that he's like spraying. That sucks. Yeah, because he doesn't know. No one's brave enough to tell him. But I'm not
sexually attracted to Mater. Like I'm sexually attracted to Doc.
I'm definitely sexually attracted to
Lightning McQueen.
Yeah,
I mean he's so main character energy.
The brothers, the tire shop.
The Italian
They
brothers.
were something about them. They were hot.
Yeah.
You know who fucking pissed me off?
Who?
Just the look of her.
Sally?
Yes. Shut the fuck up.
I know. She was pick me energy.
And that color blue.
That color blue was tacky. It was tacky. But in the 2000s, that color had such a moment. I feel like Ashley Tisdale, like every red carpet, she was always wearing it. I feel like Paris Hilton would have had that satin blue color. Like Sally, for the moment, I think she might have been doing something.
But also, what was her car model? Like a fucking Honda Civic?
Yeah, it was.
Like, what was
giving Honda Civic. Like,
or Ford Taurus.
Oh,
it was giving 2005 Ford Taurus. What the fuck was that?
You know what else?
What?
I was thinking about this just now. In Cars, the whole premise is he gets like knocked off. He was at a race, he lost. He goes in his truck. The truck carries him from place to place. Mac, the truck, falls asleep and lightning falls out the back. What a statement on labor.
Wait, I definitely stopped paying attention. What are you talking about?
Mac.
All I got caught up on was the fact that Lightning McQueen was inside Mac. And that sat a little wrong to me.
Yeah, you're right.
But what are you talking about?
Mac was carrying Lightning to his next race. Yeah. And Mac fell asleep because he was overworked. It's such a statement on capitalism. He was overworked by this rich man who was literally sleeping inside of him, like using the anatomy, the physical everything of Mac and exploiting him, and then
it's disgusting.
And then Mac falls asleep on the job because he's overworked, and somehow it's his fault that Lightning gets lost. And then Lightning learns a lesson. He's the hero of the movie. It's bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's viewing Cars through a Marxist lens.
Who the fuck is Mark?
Karl Marx. He's the founder of communism. Jesus Christ. Go on fucking Wikipedia.
So you're a communist.
I sympathize.
Oh.
You need to.
I don't even know. Like, I couldn't tell you what. I couldn't tell you what.
Damn Wikipedia.
Okay. Well, Mater.
Should we get into the theme of this episode? Sorry for that rant about cars.
No, that was fun.
Let's dive into the tone of this episode is
virtual worlds. And girl, we are talking
Webkinz,
Club Penguin,
Disney Channel original games.
Really?
Pizza Party Pickup.
Okay,
we'll get into that.
Yeah, okay.
Let's start with Webkinz.
Yes, please.
I can remember the first time someone showed me Webkinz. They had the tree, or I think she had the tree frog. It was like a family friend, and she had the tree frog. And I sat on a stool.
What kind of fur was it? Was it the dingleberry?
No, it wasn't.
You know what I'm talking about?
It was just the flat.
Really?
Like almost
just
like
fur.
felt. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
But then it had like a plasticky bottom because it was a tree frog, so it had like
that's what
a
they call
sticky.
Me.
Yeah. I remember the first time I saw Webkinz, and I was playing the game Bonanza, the one where the monkey jumps. My life changed that day. I was like, I am going to play this every second of my life forever. And then an obsession began. The first Webkinz I got was the pig. I named him Cotton Candy. And then I think when I ended my career in Webkinz, I had 78.
I definitely stopped.
I had 78 Webkinz, and I wrote down some of the names of my Webkinz.
Please share them. That's really crazy though. 78. I had Webkinz, but I stopped around like 13.
Okay, hold on. Do you want to know
guys,
them?
she's pulling up her phone. Yes. She's pulling up her phone.
I had a cat named Mouse Mellow. It was funny.
Wait, why was it funny?
Mouse. Marshmallow, Mouse Mellow.
Okay.
Bob Wiki Wiki Whoa.
What animal was that?
A hippo.
Oh, of course.
I had another hippo named Electricity.
Of course.
Frank. Mia 1.
What animal is Frank? A dog?
A frog.
Okay.
Mia 1. Mia 2.
These are dogs.
Because I had a dog growing up named
Then Mia, and they died, and she died.
No, yeah, she did.
Oh.
May she rest in peace. But I had a white poodle, and I got that one first, so I named her
Shelby.
Mia.
Oh.
But my poodle in real life was black, and then I finally got the black poodle Webkinz,
So you're like,
so I named her
shit.
Mia 2.
Okay.
To be more authentic.
It's like Krusty Krab 1, Krusty Krab 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went through like a whole food theme. Pudding, bagel, chicken nugget.
What the fuck was chicken nugget? Dog. Why do I keep...
Chicken
Monkey.
nugget was, I think,
It was brown, right? He had to have been brown.
chicken nugget was
Bear?
the monkey, I
Okay.
think. And then I had the love puppy. That was a really sought after.
Was that
Webkinz.
like a limited time only?
So the love
'Cause
puppy.
there was like there were
was
love
the
frogs.
So there
too.
were like these limited time only like holiday Webkinz.
Do
that
they know
were,
what Webkinz is? If you don't know what Webkinz is, you're either too old
my
or too young
God.
to be
Yeah.
listening to this. I'm sorry. We don't have to explain. Google
Webkinz
it.
was like the best thing that ever existed, and people our age, it was such like a time to be alive.
It's so
Anyway.
weird, the impact. Anyway.
So there were limited availability Webkinz for every holiday. Like there was one for Easter, Christmas, blah 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 blah. I was going to Hilton Head in 2nd grade to visit my grandparents who were
What the
staying
hell's
there for a few
Hilton
weeks.
Head?
It's like
is that a hotel?
no, it's a cute little beach in South Carolina. It's right near Georgia. It's
Okay.
beautiful.
Oh, wow.
And I took like, I don't know, my mom took me out of school. We went to Hilton Head. It was fun. And I was really upset because my friends played Webkinz every day together and I couldn't play when we were down there, and it was tragic.
Oh.
You're not going to believe this. I was walking on like this shopping area in Hilton Head. Grant, you're going to die.
Why?
What do I see in the store? They had one more love puppy. It had been sold out everywhere
No.
else.
And were you like
And
searching?
I got the love puppy. You guys, when I came back to 2nd grade the next week, I was like a fucking celebrity when I walked in with that love
really
puppy.
That young? It was second
Yeah,
grade.
yeah, I was 2nd grade because
You came in with it?
I-
So you would
I-
bring your Webkinz?
yeah, we would, because we weren't allowed to play Webkinz in school, so then we would play the stuffed animals.
Oh, that's so
and we would
smart.
like play with them, and our teacher even got Webkinz for herself, and she would like try to relate to us. It was cute. No, it was fun.
Did she have an account, and was she friending you guys?
No, she was not our
Okay.
friend, but she did have an
Okay.
account because she had young children too, so she was just trying to see what was up.
Okay.
And she wanted to like talk to her students and be like, yeah, I was on
Sure,
Webkinz
sure.
last
Oh,
night.
okay, that's cute.
So fun.
It really is such a genius idea. Like, not only can you play online, but then you bring the
Yeah.
physical thing into school, like the stuffed animal. That's
Well,
so
and it's
smart.
hard. Like, I think Webkinz at one point were like, it was like $25, and like in that time before all this inflation,
Do you remember-
like that was expensive.
It started at like 15, and
Yeah.
I remembered it,
It just got
gradually
up,
getting up and more.
But because it's like physical too, like you could kind of justify that.
Yeah. Did you have to pay for a membership, or no? Was that your
That was your
buying it?
membership because it
Yeah,
came with the code.
that was
Did you
a
ever-
deal.
Did you ever just try to guess codes? Because, okay, so it came with
No.
a code. Like your animal came with a tag and it had a code, and the code brought you to like the adoption center on the Webkinz site, and then you unlocked your Webkinz. But the code, I don't know, it's like an 8-digit code. Sometimes, like when I was bored, I would just go on and like try to guess codes, and it never worked.
Can you please tell the story about how you robbed someone's Webkinz house?
I would love to. I did want to say one more thing.
Yes,
though.
please.
Was there ever a rumor in your elementary school that all the Webkinz had viruses? And they were like,
no.
There was this rumor in 2nd grade. And like my whole class, we'd bring our Webkinz every day. every kid in the class was like playing Webkinz, and we all it's all anyone talked about. And there was a rumor, I don't know how it started online or what, that there was a computer virus affecting Webkinz, and that they were going to get red eyes and explode and die, and you weren't going to be able to log into Webkinz anymore. We were so scared that like there were kids like crying in class saying like their Webkinz were dead. Our teacher, who also had a Webkinz, literally went on the projector, logged into Webkinz to show us that everything was
what
okay.
A queen.
Yeah, we were terrified, but there would always be this rumor that like Webkinz was like there was like a pandemic on Webkinz or like a terrorist attack on Webkinz. Like we thought it was like,
wait, was it the animals who would get red eyes and die, or you would?
The animals would get red eyes.
Oh,
and
that's
die.
what y'all were bugging about.
Well, we thought all our Webkinz were dead and we weren't gonna be able to play anymore. Like it was like the original social media for me, because I would always I'd go to my friend's house and I would chat with them. Oh my god, it was so
going to
fun.
friend's house was such a thrill.
Yeah.
Like visiting each other's friends, and it was such a weird layout. Like there was just endless rooms. Remember that?
Remember how rare? How into Webkinz were you? Because I could go really detailed.
I was definitely more into Club Penguin. Like that was more my speed. But Webkinz, I definitely played Webkinz for.
Well, do you know about the lore of the Egyptian furniture?
I can't. Yeah, so I don't think I was that into it.
So there were certain items that were only sold in Artie's curio shop.
Yes,
Artie,
Artie.
the hottest
He's
fucking
so
character
fucking
of all
hot.
time.
You know who wasn't?
The penguin, Dr. Quack.
Yes,
Dr. Quack was not hot.
He was blatantly like abusing our Webkinz in front of us.
Okay, you don't need to make accusations right now.
Okay, but the way like that whole scene would play out when you'd go to the fucking doctor's office and then the curtain would close in front of you, like that's your kid.
That's so true, because like if you're taking your kid to the pediatrician, you're not letting someone
put a curtain up and like you hear these noises.
Yeah, that's actually so true right now.
And then look at him. Like,
even
so
if
think
I
about
was
that.
Taking my dog to the vet and they put up like a cloak, I'd be like, what sinister things are you doing back there?
Right. What are you doing that I, as a parent of this Webkinz, can't see? That I purchased. Like, I bought and like
you're making yours. Such valid claims.
Crazy.
Anyway, back to the Egyptian furniture.
Yeah.
There were these certain items that Artie sold at his curio shop that were so fucking expensive because they were so
like in Webkinz coins or real money.
Were so rare, and like there were only 8 items being sold at a time. So like it was just luck of the draw. Like I only came across 3 pieces of the Egyptian collection my entire career on Webkinz, which was longer than I'd like to admit. And I just remember I would like literally be up at night thinking about that Egyptian collection. Sorry, that's a deep cut, but like those who get it will fucking get that.
Yeah, you're losing.
There was like a beds, desks, chairs, and
I think
like
I can
Egyptian
picture
themed.
it.
And I remember like a friend invited me over to their house and they had everything of that Egyptian collection. I was like, you fucking bitch. Like I was so jealous.
I think like the thing with Webkinz was it was too like widespread for me. Like I'm a very empathetic person. And so like okay, well, with things I care about, I care a lot about. And so it's like, how can I share my love across 78 Webkinz?
That's
like,
hard. It is hard.
Like I remember I had the OG brown and white dog. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like one of the faces of Webkinz. You know what I'm talking about? He was hot.
You did not have the fucking cheeky dog.
Yes, I did. I was an OG.
You did not have you're telling me you had the fucking cheeky dog?
Yes, I'm telling you.
You realize how rare that is?
I was a really early, like when I was buying Webkinz, they were $15 and then I stopped.
You
like,
did not have the cheeky
Yes,
fucking
I
dog.
did. The brown and white dog. And I remember it had dingleberries. I don't know how else to describe. It had tassels, like the fur.
That's
right?
the rarest Webkinz of all. I've only ever come across a few in my whole life.
Are you kidding?
It's literally like seeing a unicorn.
I think I got it from Learning Express.
Grant, those were sold on eBay for like $3,000.
Well, if I fucking knew that now, I would still. Are you kidding? I had one cheeky dog. I think I named it Grant. because I didn't know what I was doing either. I think I was an OG user. Like I think I was
I'm so shocked. Well, speaking of the cheeky dog, I committed like
Yes, tell the robbery.
burglary, like literally like a federal crime on Webkinz.
Yes.
So me and a friend we had to be in like 4th grade. Yeah, we were in 4th grade. And
did you not know her? Because she was in my school.
I didn't know her.
We're in separate elementary schools in our town.
But I had a friend who was in Grant's elementary school.
And he knew her.
And he was friends with this other girl.
Oh my God.
And my friend told me, this girl, let's call her Sarah, has the cheeky dog. My jaw hit the fucking floor. I was like, no, she doesn't. She doesn't have the cheeky dog. It's the rarest Webkinz of all. And he said, yes, she does. And every Webkinz came with a special furniture item. So the cheeky dog bed was the rarest item you could have in Webkinz. It was like such a status symbol. It was like having a goddamn Birkin bag.
Wow.
Like so rare. And
what did it look like?
It was a bunk bed, which was rare in Webkinz. And it was blue and red.
I had it.
I can picture it right now because I craved it.
My walls were like blue and red, I think.
I was like an interior decorator in Webkinz, so I bet your rooms were nothing compared to mine.
No, they weren't.
So we
had a lot of backyards.
Literally plotted and schemed on how we were going to hack into this girl's Webkinz and steal her furniture out of her home, send it to us. I can't remember the details of how we did it, but he knew her password because she was going on vacation and wasn't going to have access to her Webkinz.
He was going to watch
she asked him to Webkinz sit, like, watch the animals, make sure they're fed, because, like, you do have to feed your Webkinz.
Oh, yeah, they get, like, sad or something.
They get, like, sad and hungry. And that was, like, a few months prior, so he still knew this password. And we literally, like, planned to meet up at like 9 p.m., which is kind of late when you're like 9 or 10.
Yeah, what?
Go on our desktop computers at our homes. We're on our like landline phones, like plotting this, and we hacked into her account and we sent, because you could send gifts on Webkinz, we sent her furniture to us.
She definitely knew.
I mean, I never had a conversation about it, but she
didn't even know you.
You could see who you're sending things to. So that's where I'm like not remembering the details. Maybe
like,
we went
Ashley Gill?
Because I think my username was like nondescript.
Oh my God.
And then I don't remember, but I know we did that, and I know we would like share custody of the cheeky dog bed, and we just got I think I stole some Egyptian collection items.
Oh
like I stole some rare items, and looking back, I'm like, I literally was committing like basically armed robbery.
Armed?
Like I don't know. We were
for
armed,
that age.
We were armed with
her.
Yeah,
password.
we were armed with bad intentions. I would say malicious.
How many Webkinz did this girl have?
I think she had over 100. So she was like, come on,
God.
you could share the wealth.
Again,
like share the wealth. It was very Marxist of us to do.
Why is this the
We
theme?
were like little communists saying, you are hoarding the wealth and we need to, take over the means of production. I
wonder if she was an only child. She wasn't.
She wasn't.
Okay, well, I was going to say you could have taught her a lesson about sharing. But
no, but I do feel bad about that. I do want to express my sympathies for doing that. I'm so sorry I did that. That was rude of me. But
do you regret it?
I do, but I had that cheeky dog bed
and you slept good that night. Your Webkinz slept good that night.
They did, but if I logged into my Webkinz now, which I do probably like once a year just to check in.
What?
Yeah, I still go on because every now and then I crave like Polar Plunge. Like I need to play around.
That's Club Penguin.
Polar Plunge? No, it's not. It's Webkinz. You are a polar bear going down a hill, and you're going over like these like little hills, and you do tricks. You're on a sled.
Okay.
You're on a sled. That's an important detail.
You know what got me fucking wild?
What?
The fucking Wheel of Wow. Wonder?
The Wheel of Wow.
What was it? The Wheel of Wow.
It's the Wheel of Wow. I also loved that, and then the Wishing Wow.
Yes, Wishing Well was magical. What was the gems thing? Like
that was just you'd go mine for the Rainbow Crown of Wonder.
Did you ever get it?
Hope you find what you're looking for. I did get that. I had like 3 Crowns of Wonder. Yeah. In fact, like, oh my God, I had so many of those gems. I'd be so mad because sometimes you had 3 chances. If it was nothing, I'd be so mad. I'd be like, I'm literally wasting my time. I'm in the coal mine. Webkinz was crazy because it's like, okay, we're gonna put you down in the mines. You're gonna like mine for your little piece of wealth. I don't know why I'm like a communist this episode. I'm just like mad. I feel like Webkinz was like ingraining capitalism within us because we were like, oh, we need to like mine for our little piece of status in this world. It's fucked up. And that's what led me to commit armed robbery in Webkinz.
Woo! Give it up. So shall we get into Club Penguin then?
I would love to.
So
I did some crazy stuff on Club Penguin.
Club Penguin was crazy. I outgrew Webkinz so fast and made my way over to Club Penguin immediately. Club Penguin was a more grown up version. It's like once you graduated Webkinz, you went to Club Penguin. And Club Penguin, something I appreciate about Club Penguin that like Webkinz didn't have, is like it was such like a world. Like it was free roaming. Like Webkinz, I felt like you were so like constrained in a way.
That's true because it's like, okay, you could go to the arcade, but you couldn't like
walk around.
What I like about Club Penguin, it was a much more social and interactive game.
Like there was just different areas you could hang out, and like you had room to like make your own opinions about those areas. Like I never went to the goddamn plaza. I never went to the fucking plaza. I went to the town.
But I did go to the plaza when I wanted to go to the pizza shop and play that one game. I kind of liked that game.
So you don't know shit about Club Penguin.
Why? It's not in the plaza?
The pizza shop is in the town. The fucking like pet shop, the nightclub's in the town. The town is the pizza part. Oh!
You're a fucking piece of shit.
I'm wrong.
The nightclub. The
coffee shop and the clothing store. Fuck. And then the plaza is the
pet store.
Parlor.
The audacity of you to just accuse me of not knowing my Club Penguin geography. I'm basically like a cartographer for Club Penguin.
Do you remember well, actually, in the later years, they installed a mall in the plaza. Did you know that? They installed like a mall.
Remember when they dropped the dojo?
Yes, that was crazy. And then the second dojo next door.
Remember during like the holidays there would be like scavenger hunts and like
yes, and everything was themed.
Like you'd have to click on your screen because something would come flying through.
Would you pay for the membership?
I would.
Of course.
I would.
It's but so embarrassing if you didn't.
Well, not until later on because I think someone got it for me as a birthday gift because my parents.
You could get gift cards.
My parents probably dropped like $1,000 on all my fucking Webkinz. So then they were like, I'm not paying for another goddamn subscription to something.
I think I have vivid memory of like stealing my dad's like card out of his like wallet in his office and like going, and I would go on my dad's like work laptop
and play Webkinz and like the viruses probably like that shit was moving slow.
Yeah. But I loved also. Okay, I was a Club Penguin hacker. I had this program called Penguin Storm. Talk about viruses. I downloaded this like client or something, and so it's like this whole separate app basically, and you open it up and you log in through this app. Ashley, you could do anything on it. You could be any size you wanted.
Could you like?
So you could be giant. Of course, Club Penguin moneymaker. I never worked for my money.
No.
I always
No, Sims had something similar too. You just type in motherload and you become rich.
Well, this I used this program too. Also, it had any catalog, like because you know how some catalogs would go away like after certain months, or it was like monthly.
Oh, there would be. You know how you could change your igloo? You could be like a
Yes.
gingerbread house. There were secret points.
Okay, yes,
in
but
the
this is
catalogs.
that's so amateur.
Oh.
This was like you could be this igloo that was from 2006 and it hasn't been seen
But
since. You could be a pirate
could
ship.
other people
See it? Yes.
see it?
Yes. So there was like an era of time, like probably like a few years. I don't actually know. But like, yes, other people could see it. And if you were giant, other people would see it. You could clone yourself. So there'd be like 100 of you. Do you know about the Club Penguin gangs? The literal gangs.
Tell me about it.
There were like different cults or whatever of Club Penguin people, like armies. Did they call it armies?
I know about the armies, yeah.
One of them wore like the sombrero and the Mexican poncho. Like they all would wear that and they would all like take over like different rooms. I don't know what the purpose was.
It'd be like a mob.
It would be a giant
with
mob.
Racial undertones.
Honestly, yes. Because you know what else they would fucking do? They would wear the ghost costume.
Oh my God.
Why was that a thing?
I don't know. I mean,
oh my God, this is bringing up such memories, and now
like
I'm putting
it was
together.
like 5th to 8th grade, maybe 8th grade may have been a little late that we were playing. So I feel like it is when people start to become like edgy and do offensive things. Because
that was crazy.
Stupid. Yeah.
But actually, I lost my virginity in Club Penguin. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
No.
I fully, like, there was an era.
You were like sexting? Because
yes.
I would get kicked off for saying like.
No, you had to talk in code. Like, I would go to the town. I would look for like a pink penguin. And I'd be like, do you want to like come back to my igloo? And I don't know how I even found this one.
You knew these people? Oh, you had like a solid person that you.
I had like a Rolodex at one point of like penguins I knew like I could like fuck. And there was this one I remember vividly. We went back to my igloo. It was unfurnished. It might have been her igloo. It was like just the standard small igloo.
Right.
I don't think she had a membership because she was like a nude purple penguin. And we got really close to each other, and she would type like puts in. Yeah. Yeah. No, like we were like having sex like in the igloo.
Would you like?
We would just be. Was I aroused by it?
Yeah.
I think I was young, so I didn't really know what was going on.
I mean, you were luring women
like,
back to your igloo.
Okay, but this purple nude penguin specifically was very like forthcoming. Like she was aggressive.
No, I'm not minimizing.
She was asking
I'm
for
not
it.
minimizing her experience here, but I just feel like you had to be getting a little satisfaction from it, given that you were like.
I was, and you know, if she like logged off, I would go back to the town.
And you would
find
just
a new one.
Wow.
I mean, they all
just
look
dump her just like that.
Purple penguin, pink penguin, same thing.
Jesus Christ.
But you know, like that one was crazy.
I loved playing. I never dipped my toe into penguin sex like you did.
Yeah.
I just never really got into that.
I'm shocked at like the person on the other side.
I mean, it's the same as you.
I guess so. Who is she? Like, where is she today?
I would love to know. Maybe she's a furry. That's giving like furry pipeline.
But that would mean I'm a furry.
Well, not everyone. I would say like maybe like 6 out of 10. End up 6 out of 10 people who were into fucking on Club Penguin became a furry. Based on, and I know this was
and I
fact,
mean, there's still
based
hope
on
for
nothing.
me. There's still hope.
Yeah, you might see a mascot one day and go crazy.
Oh my God! You know Benny the Bull, Chicago Bulls.
Oh,
Benny
I thought you were talking
Bull.
about the Dora character. Her friend that was a bull. I think his name was Benny.
Oh my God, was he red?
No.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, Benny the Bull, I was like scrolling his Instagram and I was
Chicago.
Yes, I was getting
Yeah.
like I was like thinking about it.
You could sympathize with the furries. I get it.
What was that noise?
What?
You just squeaked.
I get it.
I don't know, but anyways,
Anyway,
Club
back to
Penguin.
Club Penguin. Were
the
you?
igloos, I was an igloo girl. Like
I was an interior decorator. I
would
literally
buy-
should have an HGTV show.
I would buy.
You're giving Drew Barrymore right now with how close you are to me.
I would buy hundreds of the blue puffle beds, and I would buy the double layer igloo, so it has like a lower floor and upper floor.
That was the one I had.
Yes.
I like saved up my money but that was before I knew about the. That was before I knew about the
embarrassing.
code.
So anyway.
Well, it taught me fiscal responsibility, so I don't think that's
okay.
embarrassing.
Well, whatever. So I would lay out all the puffle beds, all the blue puffle beds. I'd make an ocean of them, and I'd put them on the staircase, so it would look like there was a water slide. And I would also buy the red tubes and put them out, and then I'd go to the town and I'd say, "Huge water slide at my Iggy on map."
Yeah. Wait. No, because I was just about to say. I remember there would always be like fashion show at my igloo.
Iggy. Those were fucking scams.
Those were stupid. I never liked them. Or like
off.
Dance party at my Iggy, or like hide and seek. That was fun playing hide and seek. But I really only did it with my friends.
But your username is showing up.
But you would play with your friend, and if
oh my God, and they would like
cheating.
throw a snowball at you to be like, "Found you."
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Wait, I have a question for you though. What was your favorite like game on Club Penguin? Because there was the like 1 year Rockhoppers Lighthouse, the one where you're the water one.
Oh,
the water one, the tube one. And then there was the sledding one. I loved that one.
I have to tell you, I wasn't a huge game girl. Like I really found joy in the game itself.
I loved the sledding. And then I loved that fishing game.
The sledding was fun too, because I mean, I'm sure there's other games too on Club Penguin like this, but you could play with other people. Like
but then in the nightclub, there was this game, Icebreaker. It was so hard. It was
Was it upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, on the game.
It was upstairs in the arcade at the nightclub. It was so goddamn fun. I want to play it tonight. Ugh.
No, but like the thing is, there was that era where Club Penguin rewritten and like CP Online. There was like all these like remade fan versions that were like exact replicas.
We would play it in college. Like we'd be
in the library.
We took this religious ethics class, and like two of our other friends, we sat in the middle of the class, and the 4 of us were just playing Club Penguin all day.
Oh
and like
God.
how awesome. Like
how cool.
Imagine sitting behind people and they're just like hanging out each other's igloos. I'd be like, so fun. I want to join.
But I know other people were doing it too, because we would be like talking on Club Penguin and people would be like, "Oh, I'm in class right now too."
It was all like college students.
All college students.
And you could say anything on that version. And that was like
they started cracking down.
Yeah, then they did crack down, which is annoying. But then it was during like elections, so we would like spread gospel about who to vote for. We'd say, guys, we loved Beto O'Rourke at that time. We'd be like, vote for Beto. All around Club Penguin. I'd get in fights with people about climate change. Like I met climate denier.
It got really political during that
era. I
era.
loved that era. Oh, I want to bring it back so bad.
Well, you can't, because there was one of them was like a sex trafficker or something. No,
what?
It wasn't sex traffic. It was
Club Penguin rewritten?
Yeah, I don't think it was Club Penguin rewritten. I think it was. I don't know. Allegedly, it was like CP Online. I think.
What?
But what had happened was it was a huge scandal, made news. They should make a documentary about this. But
when we were in college.
Yes, the people who, it was like maybe we were doing this our freshman year of college. Maybe it was like our junior year. But the people behind it, like the person who like came up with it or was in charge of it, was like grooming and like molesting like his little employees who also were like volunteering on like the website. I think you guys have to look up the actual article, but it was something like that. And then Disney heard of this or whatever and put like
because it's their IP.
Yeah, they put a whole copyright claim on it, and so like now there's like none of it exists anymore. There's like it's really hard to find like an actual good
maybe it's for the best that it just lives in like this like nostalgic light in our memories.
Yeah, it really shaped us.
I loved it. It was so fun.
Webkinz and Club Penguin. Of course, shout out to like, do you know Virtual Magic Kingdom? It was low-key like the Club Penguin before.
Toontown?
Toontown. Shout out Toontown. Shout out Sims, of
Sims.
course.
Oh, Disney Channel original games. Can we just touch on this briefly?
Yeah, sure.
Pizza Party Pickup, to this day, is one of the best games I've ever played.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
You don't know Pizza Party Pickup?
No.
You are in Sweet Life of Zach and Cody world. You're in the Tipton Hotel. You choose your character. You could be Maddie, London, Zach, or Cody. And you have to bring pizza to your pizza party. And you have to make it through every level of the hotel. And
That's fun.
there are people trying to trap you. Like all the other characters are trying to trap you. You have to make it through. You have to collect all the things along the way. There's like an ice cream sundae you have to pick up, and cherries and coins, and you have to make it to the top. I've never beaten the game. It's the hardest fucking game. I tried to play like a few months ago.
Yeah, you could
still find it. Look up Pizza Party Pickup online. It was so fun. I love Disney Channel original games. Then there was Raven Pinball. That was so fun.
They just don't make it like they do anymore. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it was just like sign of the times, but virtual worlds, it was great.
It was such a time to be alive.
Now it is time to get to announcements
for the good of the group.
I have one.
Why?
The word twink is not a slur. Like you will find on TikTok or maybe other social media platforms or whatever, like it will be flagged as like a slur. The definition of twink is a skinny, young, youthful looking gay man. And like it's used jokingly. I guess the reason it's called a slur is because like it's used kind of jokingly or in like a negative light, but it's used that way by other people in the community. Like you don't see necessarily like a straight man calling like oh, you fucking twink.
Yeah.
No, it's like they'll call you.
It's vocabulary that was, I feel like, created or popularized by
the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
I assume so, unless I'm like wrong.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But like, yeah, a straight man's gonna call you a F slur. They're not gonna call you a twink. Like, it's just so weird. And I think when social media platforms or whoever flag a word like that as a slur, I think it's almost like homophobic in itself, where it's like it's so hard to explain, but it's like you're silencing like a term commonly used within the community, and they clearly don't even know the meaning of. And then like my alma mater reached out to me to do like a feature for Pride Month, like the College of Communications of the school I went to. And they were asking me about like my comedy or whatever. And so I told them about like a twink and a redhead as well. And this school may or may not be in Florida.
Wait, you didn't tell me about this.
I know. I'm telling you
happened?
Right now. It happened today.
What?
They said that, like, because I talked about doing stand-up in New York, and then also like talk about my job, and also a twink and a redhead. And they're like, everything's fine, but I don't think we can like use the word twink.
But it's the name of your comedy channel.
Yeah, they can't use the word twink.
What did you say?
And low key, like the person who reached out to me was like talking about how it's been like really hard to do Pride Month features because like the upper office or whatever has been like really censoring a lot of it.
Oh my god!
But it's like that's just like an example, like you like because our name has twink in it, like
yeah,
it can't be used. So yeah, that's my announcement for the good of the group. Is twink is literally not a slur. It's just a word, and it's like just like a silly goofy word.
Yeah.
What's your announcement? Do you have any announcements?
I mean, I just want to announce something that has gone on in my life for the past 2 months.
Oh no.
And it's that I've been like really struggling because I have no time to do anything because of Vanderpump Rules. And I know the whole scandal is kind of over now.
Yeah.
But I went back and watched all 10 seasons. It's the best television I've ever watched. And I'm not a reality show girly. Like, the extent of my reality shows or Great British Bake Off,
Yes.
and Survivor. Those are the reality shows I like. Vanderpump Rules is so addicting. Like, they're all such awful people that, like, the least awful ones, like, you're rooting for a little bit, but even the awful ones, it's so hard to explain what makes that show magic. But they're just so awful to each other, but they've been friends for so long. It's incredible television.
Yeah.
And I think you should watch it.
I haven't watched it. I don't know. It's just like sometimes when I feel like the ship has sailed, I just let it sail.
But like sometimes I feel like it's so worth it to just go back and binge.
Yeah.
Like they hit each other.
We hit each other.
Yeah, but they like hit each other out of like anger and hatred.
So do I.
Yeah.
No, we do it out of
No,
love.
but seriously, like it's so good. So I just want to make that announcement that I'm like such a big fan, and I'd love to like meet some of them. Except I would not want to meet Tom Sandoval, just because he seems so mean.
So true. No, that's so true.
Anyway, sorry. I know it's a little like, okay, who cares anymore? But I care, and I'll continue to care.
And you guys, if you have announcements for the good of the group, you can send them to a twink and a redhead Instagram at a twink and a redhead, but there's underscores in every space, okay? You know what I mean? But yeah, so this has been so much fun,
So
you guys.
fun.
It's been so much fun hanging out with you guys. I hope that you all have a great week.
I hope you're having a good summer.
Yeah.
It was so nice meeting you.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
A twink,
And a redhead,
a twink,
and a redhead.
a twink.